Hello everyone, this is Venturous again from the Saber Forums. I'm here with a second review of my second saber that I've got, and I ordered this one probably a couple weeks ago at least, and it was the Phantasm Initiate LE staff, as you can see here. I don't know if you can actually see the gold rings in there, but they are there. My first staff that I got that I did a review on was, of course, the Dark Standard Issue V3. Very nice staff. As of right now, this one it quickly became my favorite, both because of its size and because of its decreased weight. So it's very easier to handle this one now, but I still love both of them. So this is going to be just a simple review of the Phantasm Initiate, and I'll get started on that right now. Again, build quality, excellent. You know, there's nothing wrong with this. There are a couple scrapes on it, but I did that myself, trying to get some what looked like fuzz or something underneath the under this power switch, and I used a knife to do that, which was stupid. So now it's got a couple cuts there. Again, I got the CoverTech wheel opposite one of the power switches. This one came, again, no sound, in Guardian Blue. I have the blade plugs in now, which you can see. And again, I'll put the blades in later so you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but definitely Guardian Blue. I also got the Ultra Edge Initiate blades. These are just the standard Ultra Edge, these aren't the heavy grades. With the first staff I got the Ultra Edge Heavy Grade, and these are just the Initiate Ultra Edge blades, and these are fantastic. I thought these would be a little too short for me, but they have held up pretty well. I really like the length of these on both staffs. Actually, these really work well with the Dark Standard Issue, and they lead to more of a height that I'm used to. I'm used to spinning something around a little bit smaller or shorter than me, and these really provide that. It's really nice. So that is the blades, and the durability of these is actually pretty good as well. Like I said, this is the Ultra Edge. This is the just the mid-grade. Yeah. You're not going to hurt these at all, really. I had some doubts about whether or not they'd be durable, like really durable, as durable as the heavy grades, but they are pretty durable. I don't think I could really hurt these. I mean, if you're really whacking them against another one of these, then they might get a couple dents here and there, or a couple scrapes, but yeah, I don't really think you're going to break one of these things. They're just really durable, which I was happy about. Okay, moving on. I did inspect the internals of this. They looked fine. Again, the batteries, that first time, I did have some trouble getting them out, but I was corrected in my tape experiment, I guess, which I will show you now. Now, the first time I got the batteries out, the first time I tried the tape, I just put a slip of tape underneath each battery, which of course didn't work. But then someone showed me how to wrap. Actually, take one out for you. Someone showed me how to wrap one of the batteries, and these are the lithium-ion batteries. This is with the buck-puck battery setup. And someone showed me how to wrap. I don't know if you can see this or not. Someone showed me how to wrap a tape around the batteries to give that little tab there. It looks a little bit blurry. There you go. A little bit better. Camera's blurry, but yeah, if you wrap just a piece of tape, preferably duct tape, around the battery, then they're much easier to get out. So thank you to whoever suggested that. So that is the and of course the internals, the wiring is great. There's nothing wrong with that. So that is the internals and such. again, maneuverability and handling is fantastic on this thing. When I'm using a staff, I'm not really one to hold my hands to the far edges. I like, switching more towards the middle. So this is perfect length for me. I don't really go out to the edges as much as other people do. What else can I say about this? Again, the limited edition grooves, the gold, very nice. Under certain lighting, they do have a little bit hard time showing up, but for the most part, you can easily tell they're there. It's definitely more prominent with the what is it? The Phantom staff. It's black anodized with the silver grooves. That stands out pretty much like this one actually, with the dark standard. Much more prominent, the LE, but when you're looking at it under the right lighting, these do show up very well. So again, the retention screws. Now I tried to find some thumb screws to go in here instead of the retention screws because I do have a tool to get it out, but if I'm somewhere like at a convention or something, I just want to be able to do it on the fly without needing an extra tool. And I really haven't found anything to work for that yet. I'm still trying to figure something out for a thumb screw, but the screws do work like a charm. They hold the blade plugs and the blades in very securely, so no problems there. And I think now I'll go ahead and pop the blades in each staff so you can see a height comparison as well as color comparison. So I'll do that right now. Okay, the blades are in. First I'll give you the comparison with the original staff I got. This is the Dark Standard Issue V3 in blazing red with the Ultra Edge heavy grade blades. Again, I'm 5'9", and I think this one stood 6 feet 10 inches, I believe it was. So it's a good foot taller than I am, and it feels very heavy too. These Ultra Edge heavy grade blades, well, just the heavy grade blades in general, they do pretty much double the weight of the standard mid grade blades. And again, with the heavy grade blades, there is that light in a tube effect, which if you've seen any of my threads dealing with the photography, you can definitely see that at certain shutter speeds, and it's definitely visible in person. Again, I'll try to get it in camera here. There you go. That's the light in a tube effect that I am seeing. Now as for the real color, it's coming out more magenta actually. Let's see if I can get it here. Yeah, it's not going to show it. It's coming out magenta on the camera for some reason. But in person, that light in a tube effect is definitely evident with the heavy grade blades. And the blade itself looks more orange to my eyes than actually blazing red, which I covered in my first review of this. So, but definitely when you're in a pretty much black room, this does come out blazing red all around you. So, yeah, that's pretty much that one. Now for the feature saber. Again, I got the Initiate blades with this one, just the mid-grade Ultra Edge blades. And this one is almost my height. You can see that. So this is pretty much perfect for me. The garden rake staff that I'm used to spinning stands probably right there. So this is a little bit taller than it. And for color, this thing is gorgeous in person. There's absolutely no light in the tube effect at all. And the color really definitely comes out to the very edges. If you can see that on this. And also another thing I've noticed with Guardian Blue is it really brings out that white core effect on camera that you can see there. Let's see if I can get the real color here. Okay, that color there that you're seeing is more Arctic blue. If you can see actually my hand, that's more of the real color of the blade. If you can look at the edges here where the light's falling off, that's more of the real color of the blade, but it's showing up more Arctic blue on camera. Now I'm not using my actual good camera because it doesn't like to shoot in low lighting like this, so I'm having to use a kind of a crappy camera for this, but it definitely looks Guardian blue in person. I mean, it's a really dark, rich blue. It's very nice. And if you can see the tip, try to aim it with the camera there, the light comes all the way out the tip. It does on the heavy grades as well, but it's really evident on just the mid grades. And again, this is much lighter, much lighter than the heavy grade blades, so it's a breeze to spin. I can do everything I want with this thing, no problem. It's very nice. Now, one of the reasons I got the Initiate blades was, of course, the height difference, but also getting the Initiate hilt as well. I can now achieve 4 different heights with these sabers. I can do, obviously, the 2 setups I'm doing now with the Dark Standard issue with the heavy grade blades, and the Initiate with the Initiate blades. And then I can swap the blades around and do the Initiates on this staff and the heavy grades on this staff, so I can get 4 different heights. And one of them, I can't remember which one it was, which setup it was, pretty much equaled my height. I can't remember which setup that was, but yeah, I get some very good variability with that, and also with color. Actually, I'll see if I can pop one of these in the blazing red here, just to give you a color comparison. So, just give me a sec, let me get this out. Now, like I said, I am 5'9". The Dark Standard issue with the heavy grade blades is definitely the longest, definitely the most heaviest, and I'll actually put both in each one, just to see. Now, I did do a thread on a comparison between these 2 blades, so if you can find that and check that out, that really gives you a good comparison of the color differences between the 2 blades. Not in terms of video, because video, I haven't figured video out yet, but photography-wise, it really gives you a good comparison of these 2 blades. Maybe my next staff, I'll try to get the non-Ultra Edge blades, so I can do a comparison of those as well. Okay, so this is Blazing Red. Actually, I'll just stand back for this. This is Blazing Red in the heavy grade blades, if you can see that. This is Blazing Red in the Initiate blades. So, again, this is the Ultra Edge heavy grade. You can see that core effect going on there. If I flip this around, this is the Initiate mid-grade Ultra Edge blade. You can see there is no core effect whatsoever going on there. It is still showing up a bit white on the camera, but cheap cameras tend to do that. So that is Blazing Red in the Initiate. This is Guardian Blue in the heavy grade blade. This is turning out to be more of a review on blade types. Again, you can see that slight light in a tube effect there, whereas with the Initiate blade, that does not go on at all. So those are the differences in the blade types. Again, like I said, the Initiate blade is much easier to handle because of the decreased weight and also the decreased height. So I hope to have a video up of that as well, of me spinning it, so you can see the differences in speed. If I can get this thing okay. And again, I just got the flush coupler, which is that thing there. I don't go anything too fancy with these. I got the blade plugs as well for the initiate hilt. Now the pommel, is just again the regular pommel that comes with the saber itself. There's no limited edition on the pommel, it's just standard silver. If I can get the thing on there. There it goes. Now, two-handed, this is definitely a beautiful saber for one-handed. Very good for Makashi style. Very, very light, there's almost no weight. The balance point, I can find it here. Almost to this first choke point here. Pretty much right in there where my finger is. It's almost to where this first choke point is. Again, I have average size hands, so my hand covers both choke points. If I move it up slightly, I can easily get two hands on here. And two-handed, it feels absolutely weightless in the hands. It's very, very good, very quick, two-handed. Very good for two-handed assists. Yeah, just a beautiful all-around saber. Staff, single wielding, dual wielding. It's very, very nice. It's just a breeze to use. And it looks fantastic at night too. So, yeah. I did intend to order a third staff, which will be the, I think the Phantom Initiate LE version in Consular Green. I did see a thread on the Saber forums of someone that had the regular Phantom V3 and Consular Green, and that was just a beautiful combination. So I wanted to get one of those, but in the Initiate version. The next time, I can't decide if I'm going to order the 32 Ultra Edge blades or 32 standard mid-grade blades. Eventually I want to own one of each blade, or two of each blade, or several. So I'm not really sure on that one yet. But once I get those, I'll do a review of those as well. Again, the heavy grade blades I have are 32 inch. The Initiate's 24 inch. And I gotta say, so far, this has become my new favorite saber. It's just a breeze to use. It's very, very comfortable to hold two-handed. If you have a little bit bigger hands, I would say you might have some problems holding it. But to me, there's plenty of room here for several kind of grips, actually. And these choke points are, they feel amazing in the hands. Especially one-handed, where you can get a lot of very tight, very precise movement. It's very nice. So, that was my review of the Phantasm Initiate V3. This is sound capable, so if I wanted to, I could always resend it or send it back in for sound, but personally I like my sabers without sound just because it's not as distracting for the people around me, because I don't live alone. So, but eventually I might have a saber that has sound, but for now I just like them without sound. So, yeah, this has been my video review of this. I'll have a written review as well, and hopefully a spinning video to go along with this, like my other review. So, thank you for watching. I definitely recommend this, or any Initiate hilt for that matter, and I will see you on the Saber forums.